Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth creative podcast for the Purgatorians. My name's Paul Hornsby. I am the creator, rough draft editor, so yeah, I do have a little bit of a speech impediment, I apologise. Script writer and producer for the Purgatorians. Now, in this one we're going to go through a bit of good news, a bit of bad news, a new commission, script changes, an extra tier for Patreon, and a little other bits as well. So let's get straight into it with the good news and the bad news. Right, the good news, well, two bits of good news. First of all, the image that you can see behind me right now, that is AI. That was always meant to be a placeholder, it honestly was. Unfortunately, I got a lot, and I mean a lot, of backlash last month about it. So it was budgeted to be changed out in August. Unfortunately, I'm having to change the budget for this month. Not unfortunately for you, but unfortunately for my budget, because I'm funding the show solely by myself. I've tried to say that 5 times. I nearly kept saying slowly. Well, it is slowly. So I have to budget things very tightly. I honestly do. I mean, if cast miss the lines, miss the deadlines for lines, that can really screw the budget up. So that's getting done. That's £158.20p. So the final interview, after the final interview, you won't see that anymore at all. There'll be no more AI in this show whatsoever. Every single voice actor in this show is a real paid person. They are not AI. As far as I'm aware, the images are not AI. The guy who tells me who I've commissioned for this swears it's all done in Photoshop by digital editing and it's not AI. The music won't be AI. Nothing will be AI at all in this show, I promise you. We do have an AI rider now for the cast to sign before any scripts are sent. Now, unfortunately, quite a few casts got their scripts before this was even thought of. But yes, I have put that in order now. So I'm protecting all the cast. The cast's well-being is my top priority, it honestly is. And viewers' enjoyment, obviously. I want viewers to enjoy the show as well. The second bit of good news is we are now only, as of recording this, it's 30 weeks away. Depending on how long it'll take for copyright to clear on this video, it might be 28, 27 weeks away. So my nerves are really starting now, they honestly are. We haven't even got one episode together yet, but I have put a rough draft of the final scene together. I will touch a bit more on that later, how they're going to work. Not the final scene, but how these rough drafts are going to work, the concepts and stuff like that. But yes, we are edging ever closer. The prequel will go out, it's due to go out November 28th for the first episode, and not until Christmas Day, because that's when the cycle ends in the show. So I thought that would quite fit in to leave it there. Now, the bad news, I am so sorry about this, I can't help it. I will go into what's happened, I won't give names, but I'll go into what's happened next, if I remember. My memory's not that good, not very good for a script writer. But at this moment in time, I'm not sure if the main show will slip into 2027 to keep us ahead. I'm hoping to get some interest in the prequel miniseries, I honestly do. If you do enjoy it, please wait for us to come back. I honestly do beg of you to do that. It's not going to be left. It may be quite a bit without content because I've got nothing to bring. If you've got any ideas for what you want me to bring, do that, tell me and I shall do that. When it does come, it will be on a fortnightly basis as well instead of weekly. That will alternate with an optional extra, which I'll get to soon as well. But I will go into the reasons why this may be slipping now. I have had to do quite a bit of recasting. I mean, most of them have been because they can't commit. I do put in the casting call, it requires a commitment, and explain exactly why it requires a commitment. It's a very long running show. Production is very slow, I'm afraid. Like I say, so funding this solely by myself. Failed Kickstarter behind me, no Patreon members. So yes, it's like once every 2 months right now. So quite a few recasting has happened. One delivered the lines far too late, like 6 months after the deadline ended, and then left the show. I don't want to go too much into it, I'm not going to drag the name through the mud, but that really did hold up production. Other late lines, I had to halt production in February for those, I honestly did. This is why remote work's dying. It is. But I want to give those with, it's always been my mantra on this show, to give those who have not been noticed, who have talent, a stepping stone into the next level, so to say. I mean, it's not highly paid right now, but the money is on the table for deferred payments if the show does well. So hopefully we can get them to that. Hopefully, I'm putting my heart and soul into this, I am. But I just wanted to let you know, it is possible it may slip into 2027 for the main show. And I do apologise if it does. I honestly do. The cast that we do have right now working very hard. I'm still waiting for some people to get back to me about the recasting. Been about 5 days now. Nothing at all. The one who did get recast was, I'm not going to give names again, but this is not their fault. They had to do this to safeguard their life, their real life. I don't mean their life as in they get killed. I mean, their job, because they got they worked for a religious organisation and they got the role for the only cast member who has devil summoning in their anthology episode. Whoops, well, well, I don't know what I can say about that, but it is a very valid reason to walk away from the show. But yes, unfortunately, people are not submitting me information. Most cast are being professional, though, they honestly are. Some of them deliver the lines within days of me requesting it. One even delivered 15 episodes worth of lines. Whoa, hold on, I can't afford that. Not only one go. Please space them out. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know that. Good news about, and our YouTube channel is 1 year old as well. Only 51 subscribers, but the show hasn't gone live yet. Hopefully you do enjoy it when it does go live, but please be aware, viewer discretion advised. Sensitive topics, I'm not going to gloss over the hard-hitting storylines like they don't matter. They need to be making aware of, so I don't want to just kind of pussyfoot around them, walk on eggshells. I want to really bring it out there and show the effect it can have on the victims. So in the next bit of news, I have commissioned a new show in the Purgatorians Universe. It is non-canon and it will be shorts, running between maybe 30 seconds to 1.5 minutes. I think 1.5 minutes were the deadline I added on to this. And this will, you will meet a character called Dieter in the prequel episodes. I'm not going to say what happens, but it kind of throws him into this non-canon sequence of events. I mean, it just pitched these to me as a joke. It weren't even meant to be a commission. I can't really put any on this one, on this creator podcast, because it will show spoilers. I'll see if any of the 4 don't contain spoilers. The first one does. But it was the first one he pitched to me, and I was in hysterics. A really funny guy. Honestly, the voice actor for Dieter, a real funny guy in real life. He just made it up on the spot. He just ad-libbed it, and I loved it. Instant commission right there. Hopefully, you do enjoy that. Like I say, it's non-canon, where Dieter ends up here in the non-canon show. He does not end up in the show, if you know what I mean. But I am always willing to take on new commissions, I am. And if I can find one, I shall add it here.
Oh, alright, Dieter. You've prepared for this. Let's go get yourself a husband. Now, let's see if I have everything. My favorite shirt, check. Some nice chino pants, yeah. Good shiny shoes. Oh, you're going to look irresistible to Toby. Let's see, the ring in my left pocket. And the bulletproof vest to go over my shirt. And just to be safe, a ballistic helmet. Oh, nothing can go wrong now, Dieter. Step out that front door with your head held high and towards your new life.
Now I want to talk about the interviews, the cast interviews. They're not doing that well, but like I say, it's not a show that people know of yet. It's not cast that people may know yet. I do not want to cast for recognition, you know, like 50,000 followers on social media or something like that. Yes, that would be great for the show, it honestly would, but I would prefer to cast for talent rather than recognition. It's up to me to promote the show, not the cast. But as you will see in the interviews right now, you're getting the same intro all the way through. This is not how it will work for the shows. It won't, honestly. What will happen for the shows, and this comes up later on as well in the interviews. I think it's interview 12, Demetrius's interview. You get an alternative opening titles. You do have these alternative opening titles already on YouTube to check up if you want to. But then from interview 17, it moves on to the prequel miniseries interviews. There is a scattering of main show interviews there, those who may have been recast or delivered the interviews late. But from episode 17, the interview, episode 17, you will start getting different opening title sequence. I mean, 17 and 18 is the same opening title sequence, but with a different song. 19 is the Faithified, I might be wrong here with the numbers, but these are what happening. 19 is for the Faithified. You will know what that means once you see the show. You honestly will. But the Faithified intro with another different song in it. I'll just add all these different songs from now on. Interview 20 is the Prisoner opening for the prison arc, because the interview there is the governor of that prison. Well, for the voice actor. I haven't just stepped into Narnia and started interviewing the cast, the characters. Interview 21 is the apocalyptic opening. Not all of these happen. What's in the intro is just to show you how deadly the cycle's end is. I mean, we're not going to have asteroids hitting Earth, volcanoes erupting, and earthquakes and everything like that. No, I'm not going to tell you what happens. I'm not going to tell you why it happens, because that'd be a huge spoiler. But it is showing exactly how deadly it is, which is why I want to do the main, the prequel series as well, sorry, because I want to jump straight in to show you how important it is to stop the end of the world, basically, because it's going to repeat again with the main show. It is, but you're going to get longer. It's not going to be 4 days in the main show. It's going to be 5 years, well, 5 and a bit years. So I've always been saying it's going to be 5 seasons long. It's going to be 6 seasons long because the 5 years, they're like the December of the first year. Well, I didn't think about that until now. Oh well, every day's a learning curve. 6 seasons, folks. 6 seasons at least. Sorry about that to all the cast who have been promising 5 seasons. Mind you, they don't all make it. They don't all make it. It's a dark show. So there's going to be a script change in episode 3. I went on a 1 minute, 1 page rule when scripting. It goes way beyond that. I think episode 1 may run a little over an hour, and that was 45 pages long, 50 pages long. So yes, I am looking into ways to knock these down. I don't want every show to be a feature-length movie, so to say. And episode 3 was 80 pages, because a hell of a lot happens in that day. It honestly does, bloody hell. So I may be splitting that into 2 episodes, part 1 and a part 2, which I do tend to do in season 1 of the main show. And after the first year of season 1, it will go on a weekly basis to stop all of these part 1s and part 2s. I had a massive silence there. My mind just went blank. But the cast will be paid for this. They will be paid an extra episode after season 4. I'm jumping ahead now. After episode 4 has been put together, well, paid for the lines, they will get episode 3 part 2 the month after. So I'm not going to scam actors out of the lines. I'm not. If I do split episodes up, they will get paid for those episodes. As well as if I add extra lines in after a deadline hit. It will be going up to £2 per line at some point to begin with, but any extra lines that I do add in after the deadlines, after all lines have been delivered, I do pay those at £2 per line. Then, I do try to treat everyone fairly, I honestly do, to the best of my ability. It's just, some people don't seem to do that for me. Most of the cast do, 99% of the cast do. So we are also taking on a audio engineer and a video editor. This is so the show can look and sound better than any way I can do it. I'm a basic editor. I'll still be in charge of the rough drafts. I'll still be doing that. That doesn't need any balancing. That's to show the cast how their lines are, how the initial files are. Is it too quiet? Is it peaking? Stuff like that. So that's how that one will go. If someone complains they can't hear it, the cast member will have to look into how to change that. Because I can't, it's unfair to say, oh, I'll leave that for the audio engineer to sort out. The audio engineer is going to have such a long task on their hands. I mean, we're looking at 45 minutes to an hour per show. So they're going to have such a massive task on their hands to do this. And then there's the video editor as well, who after the audio engineer puts their stuff together, the video editor will make a start on theirs. I'm hoping it to be 1 month for the audio engineer, 1 month for the video editor. I am, but I can't promise that will happen right now. I'm hoping it can, but if they can't stick to a deadline, these are ones that are really going to have to be swapped out, because I don't want to bring a show, even if it goes live fortnightly, I do not want to bring a show that has sporadic episodes, you know, like you get 3 episodes once every fortnight and then it stops for a couple of months. Now, I hate the sound of that, I really do. I'm not going to do that, I'm not at all. I'm going to try to remain consistent for you all, I am. So that will cover both my weaknesses. I mean, this is what we were speaking about before, about something I'll touch upon later. I have put together the final scene, before even the first scene's put together in the main show, because I'm still waiting for that recasting to get in touch with me. I have put together the final scene for the prequel, I meant the prequel, sorry, for the last one. Miniseries, although it needs a lot of work, it honestly does. I like it, I honestly like it. I mean, the video editor will make it look better. It's probably the most difficult thing they're going to have to do in the show. I mean, apart from that, the most time-consuming thing is going to be rejig the intro things round to meet the song title, because every single intro song, every single end credit song will be licensed from Licked. It will be an actual song that's been in actual real life, that's been possibly in the actual charts. I'm saying possibly because I don't know, I don't listen to music anymore. Maybe they didn't make the top 40, but it's still a song that's happened in real life. I want to make this as relatable as possible to you, I honestly do. I mean, it may not be in our world, but it still has people from our world, and it has real issues, like real life issues in them. I want to make them as relatable as possible for you, we honestly do, the show that is. And the cast are doing a mighty fine job, they honestly are, of bringing believable performances to life. Just headphone warnings for the audio engineer. Add headphone warnings if you can't balance the screams out properly, please. Now, this will be on YouTube to begin with. I want to get everything fully original in the show before we put it to Spotify. And then I will also put playlists up for Spotify as well. Hopefully, if I can get to it, DVDs, Blu-rays and CDs for the collectors out there. There's plenty of people who enjoy the show. I may not make the higher tiers of Patreon actually live. I may delete them, the ones that give you physical stuff, because you're actually paying more for the Patreon than you would do for the physicals. We'll see how that goes. I am also looking into turning it into an audiobook as well. There'll be 2 audiobooks. It won't be on a full season, otherwise it'll be bigger than War and Peace, it'll be longer than the Bible, bloody hell. It will be per episode, it will be on a cut down price, maybe £1.99 per episode, maybe 2 hours per piece, an hour and a half to 2 hours per piece. The audio, not the audio engineer, but I have been in touch with the narrator and interviewer to do these, and he has agreed. So it will be 1 audio book that has sound effects, 1 audio book that doesn't. Just for those who prefer the audio books in book format, like it sounds like a book, no sound effects whatsoever, and those who want an immersed format. So it will be called Immersed and something else, raw, I don't know, book. Tell me a story time, I don't know. It won't be called that, but I'll think of something to call that. But talking of Patreon, I want to let you know there will be one extra tier added. Now the £35.99 tiers and up will be gone, but the £20.99 tier may be the highest tier we have. We may not go any higher than that at all, we'll see. Because I want the higher ones, we're going to be digital downloads of the remastered episodes, like when everything's original and stuff like that. But I'm a bit afraid people are going to come in and download these episodes and then leave again. So just to get the show, basically nip us off and then go. That will be £20.99, as I say. That will include all the concepts, like the concepts we have here. Some of them will come, but not many. I mean, this channel was built on concepts to begin with, it honestly was. But some will come, some won't. Most of them will be a Patreon exclusive. It'll show the differences between early production, like the rough draft I put together, and finalised production. Like, it'll go in stages. Early production that I put together, the rough draft the audio engineer puts together, and the final version. So it'll show you all the changes that's happened since then. It will also have other concepts to it as well. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. See how much concepts I can get up to see if I can make it reality. Because I don't want to do it just like bits and bobs here and there, sporadic. You know, like these podcasts, I can't remember if I said this earlier, but these podcasts will be moving to Patreon, but not for paid members. This will be for free members and pay members. So if you want to see these, they will be there. But like I say, you don't have to take a subscription out for those. You just become a free member, no money whatsoever, and there you go. You get access to them. Just like you'll get access to the cast commentaries, the director's commentaries. If we get 20 people doing the cast commentaries, I will make that one of those an exclusive as well for the top tier. That will no doubt be the most informative one or the funniest one. We'll see how it goes, but that is the plans for those so far. Now I want to address some complaints we had last month, not the AI ones. This came in later, like the main title image. This is for I got accused of ripping off cast members. Well, yeah, I will touch upon the AI thing as well, saying if I'm going to use AI, I'm going to rip off the cast members, and I can't be trusted. So I promise you, and I've promised all the cast, and I hope the cast have trusted me. It sounds like they do. They know that I'm not going to rip them off whatsoever. I am not. I've wanted to make this show a reality since 2015. I mean, it's like someone says in the comments, it reminds them of Solar Balls from Planet X from Solar Balls. The scripts the cast have got. Sorry, I've just tried saying this like 10 times. It just keeps getting muddled and muddled and muddled. The scripts the casts have for episodes 1 to 15 of the main show were written in 2014. So, if Solar Balls was written after then, I'm sorry, but if I was being accused of copying, in 2014 these were wrote, and I got proof for that. But that wasn't a complaint. It just said there were similarities. So I just wanted to point out that these were wrote in 2014. The miniseries wasn't, that was 2024. And episodes 16 to 23, 2024 as well as the anthology episodes of 2024. I've still got a lot of anthology episodes to come. If you like a character and you do not get an anthology episode, let me know and I shall add them. They are mainly for for secondary and main characters, but I am willing, I mean, not every one of them, but I am willing to do them for them that don't get them, not side characters, and there are some that can't have them due to story reasons, I'm afraid. But yes, there have been quite a few people blacklisted from the show over the last month. Being very rude, very vindictive. We've got no place for people like that in this show. I don't go for egos. I don't go for people who think they are higher than the team. We are all on one level in this show. Me, the cast, the crew, the extras, the singers, the songwriters. Not one of us are any more important or any less important than anybody else. And anyone who thinks they are, well, they've got no place on this show, honestly. every single one of us are working hard to make this a reality, and we're working just as equally hard as one another. We are. But to say I was ripping the cast off caused me a hell of a lot of stress. It honestly did. I mean, it was coming in for 5 days. 5 days non-stop. I even had someone complain at me for giving feedback on auditions. I've been giving feedback for years. Well, yeah, 2015 I gave feedback, and 2024 onwards I've given feedback on all 5 casting calls I've done there. So yes, I'm not stopping giving feedback. If people don't like feedback, they don't like feedback. I did have someone say I didn't pay enough for them to audition to scream. You don't have to scream. Link me something that you have screamed on. I just have to hear that you can scream. You know, I'm trying to make a realistic show. I can't have someone having the elbow smashed, for example, and then sounding like they stubbed the toe. I need it to sound realistic, honestly do. I know screaming is intensive, I do, but I honestly do need to hear it. Any director does, really. But anyway, I'm going to move on from that. That caused me far too much stress, and then the AI stuff hit me halfway through the month. A lot of people blacklisted us then as well. I promise you, if you're a voice actor, you're missing out on a good way to get noticed. I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but you're going to have so much range to show during the show. You're not going to be like a one-trick pony, just stuck in the same emotions, or just switching between 1 and 2 emotions. You are going to really highlight your range throughout this, you honestly are. You're going to get an IMDb credit that'll look good for being on a long-running show as well. It will. And I am hoping, I did say this earlier, but I'm going to say again, I am hoping that people can use this as a stepping stone to bigger and better things. I am. But if people are going to be nasty, no, I've got no time for them for this show. So, with that, I think we have come to the end of this podcast. This may be the penultimate podcast that goes live on YouTube. After that, these, as I said, these will be for 3 members. I want to point that out, 3 members on Patreon. Now, Buy Me a Coffee doesn't get much much content. That's mostly for one-off donations. Patreon gets the most content. This is YouTube, that is. If we get monetized, memberships will get a few of the extras scattered about from Patreon as well. Not everything, because it'll be a much lower price. And I don't think I will be giving early access to the shows for YouTube, I'm afraid. But they will get quite a few extras, they will. But I would like to know what kind of things you would like for memberships. If we get monetized, we do need to get monetized. £65,000 per season without adding on the video editors, without adding on the audio engineers. So yes, it is costing a lot, and I'm on £1,000 per month tops. I mean, I've got living expenses to take off that. But even if you just want to watch the show, help us out that way, that would be fantastic, because it honestly would. I have been looking into Google Ads to get the trailers pushed out. I have been looking into other stuff as well for better promotions. I can't afford proper marketing yet, I honestly can't. So we'll have to see how all this goes. But I'm going to leave it there. I thank everyone for watching. I thank all the cast as well for being a part of the show, as well as the crew and everybody who works on the show. I honestly do, or has got an interest in the show. And I hope you enjoyed this. I honestly hope you did enjoy this. I hope you got some information. If you'd like, you can always ask me questions. I'm always willing to do Q&As, and I will see about that. I mean, I might add some questions that have already been asked into the next Creator Podcast, the final one. So your name may pop up on screen. That may be a camera one. The Q&As will be a camera one. Actually, I may do more Q&As once the show starts going live. We'll see. Let me know what kind of content you want to come, and I shall bring it. So until next time, I'll leave it now. I don't know what song you're going to get at the end, and I'll see you in the next one. So until then, goodbye.
Somebody save me from myself. I spent so long, living in hell. They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. It's the only thing that seems to help. All of this drinking and smoking is hopeless, but feel like it's all that I need. Something inside of me's broken. I hold on to anything that sets me free. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams.
What if the night sky was missing a moon? There were no shooting stars to use wishing on you. And all of my sorrows, I just washed them down. It's the only peace I've ever found.
All of this drinking and smoking is hopeless, but feel like it's all that I need. Something inside of me's broken. I hold on to anything that sets me free. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams. I'm a lost